Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to Air Foundation School System. This is class 8 physics. In our previous lecture we start chapter 2 of grade 8 physics, that is kinematics, and we discussed different types of motion. In our today's lecture we are going to discuss about speed, velocity and acceleration. Our today's lecture goals are to investigate what is needed to describe motion completely, to compare and contrast speed and velocity, and to learn about acceleration. So, first of all, I told you an object is in motion if it changes its position relative to a reference point. Objects that will call stationary, such as a tree, a sign or a building, make good reference points. So a motion, for the description of motion we need some reference point. Object moves with respect to some reference points, or object is in rest with respect to some reference point. So our reference point must be stationary for the description of motion of an object. For example, in this figure a passenger can use a tree as a reference point to decide if the train is moving. A tree makes a good reference point because it is stationary from the passenger's point of view. Now let's move our main topic, that is distance and displacement. In order to describe speed and velocity we must have proper knowledge about distance and displacement. So what is distance? Actually the distance is the total route taken from one place to another place. Actually it is the total route of the journey, or simply we say it, the length of a path between two points is called distance. Distance is a scalar quantity because it has only magnitude and its unit is meter. System international unit for distance is meter. Displacement is actually the shortest distance between two points, or it is the distance along with direction. It is a distance with particular direction, so it is called displacement. Displacement is a vector quantity because to describe displacement we need magnitude as well as particular direction. SI unit of displacement is also meter. In this example, to understand distance and displacement, you can see that aeroplane is flying from airport A to airport B. This aeroplane moves following this journey for its motion. So it is not this journey, this distance has not a particular direction, so this is the distance, it is not displacement. So the distance covered by aeroplane from airport A to airport B is 350 kilometers. So it is distance, it is not displacement because it has no particular direction. In this figure you can see that aeroplane moves from airport A to airport B in a straight line, and this aeroplane uses the shortest distance in order to travel from airport A to airport B. Since this distance has particular direction and this is the shortest distance, so we say it displacement. So this aeroplane covers 100 kilometer displacement from airport A to airport B. So this is the displacement. So this is all about distance and displacement. I hope you understand it better. Next we move towards speed. So what is speed? Actually, if you know the distance of an object travels in a certain amount of time, you can calculate the speed of the object. Speed can be defined as the distance covered by an object in total time. So speed is the rate of change of distance. So speed is equals to distance divided by time taken. So what is average speed? Average speed is the total distance covered by object over total time. So unit of speed is, since the unit of distance is meter and time is unit for time is second, so the SI unit of speed is meter over second, or meter per second, or meter second inverse. Since distance is a scalar quantity, so speed is also scalar, and speed has no particular direction. Next, we move towards velocity. So what is velocity? Velocity is the description of an object's speed and direction. So this velocity is related to the displacement. So the velocity can be defined as this total displacement covered by an object in unit time. So velocity is equals to total displacement divided by time taken. Since displacement is a vector quantity, so velocity is also a vector quantity. Actually, velocity, it shows the direction of speed. So since displacement is a vector quantity, so velocity is also vector quantity, and system international unit of velocity is also meter per second. For example, as the sailboat's direction changes, so its velocity also changing if its speed stay at the same. Since this sailboat changes its direction, so it means that its velocity changes. The change in velocity means the change in magnitude of speed as well as change in the direction of velocity. If any one from both magnitude of velocity or direction changes, then we can say that the velocity changes. Even if the sailboat slows down at the same time that it changed direction, so its velocity be changed. Now, next we move towards acceleration. What is acceleration? Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. Actually, it is the rate at which the velocity changes. Acceleration can result from a change in speed, increase or decrease in speed, or also a change in its direction, and or changes in both. Like velocity, acceleration is a vector quantity. Since acceleration is related to the velocity, as velocity is a vector quantity, so acceleration is also vector quantity. System international unit of acceleration is meter per second square, or m divided by s2, or ms minus 2. Now we are going to differentiate between acceleration or deceleration. Acceleration means positive acceleration and deceleration means negative acceleration. Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. If the velocity of an object increases, then it means that acceleration is positive, and then acceleration is vector quantity. This is called as acceleration or positive acceleration. Acceleration is equals to v minus u, where v is the final velocity, last high value of the velocity, and u is the initial velocity or starting or moving velocity, and t is the time taken. SI unit is meter per second. For example, a car starts to move fast. For example, a car starts from 15 meter per second velocity, and after 15 seconds it gains a let's suppose 100 meter per second velocity. Then its acceleration is 100 minus 15 divided by 15 seconds. So this, then we get positive acceleration. Deceleration is the rate of change of velocity that has negative value. It means that if the velocity of an object decreases, then acceleration produced is called deceleration or negative acceleration. Sorry, this is acceleration is also is equals to v minus u divided by t, where v is the final velocity and u is the initial velocity and t is the total time. For example, a car starts to move and slowly after maximum speed. SI unit is meter per second square. So this is negative acceleration, and so this is all about acceleration. If the velocity is increasing, then acceleration has positive value, and if the velocity is decreases, then acceleration has negative value, and this acceleration is called deceleration or retardation. So this is all about speed, velocity and acceleration. If you have any problem regarding the lecture, you can ask me in comment section. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.